and double top.
Game shot on the
Yeah,
first
really
leg.
authoritative
Kevin
start
Painter.
from the artist.
Kevin, you require 82.
Perfectly pitched start in the bullseye for Kevin Painter to leave double 16. That becomes double 8. And
Game
that
shot on the
is
third
3-0
leg.
to the artist.
Kevin
This could not have
Painter.
gone better.
Kevin, you require 40.
What might have been for Stephen Plumstead, what will be for Kevin Painter.
Game
And
shot.
that's what will
and
be.
the match.
It's
Kevin
a win
Painter.
and a big one as well. Not often is the first match of the day so important, but today that could be the case because that convincing victory keeps Plumstead at bay and puts Kevin Painter not only 6 points clear of Plumstead and the chasing pack, but it also puts him top of the table. He's just managed to get ahead of Mark Dubridge on leg difference with that win. A good performance as well, but Dubridge can answer next when he takes on Ricky Palmer.
This happened yesterday as well. Every time Dubridge just started to wane in regards to the performance levels, and you just think, is he starting to drop off from what we've seen?
60.
He hits back with something big, and all of a sudden, he's put himself in a great position to try and break the throw here, despite opening with 41 and 60.
Is he in again? Is he in again? He is.
180.
Back-to-back maximums and as quick as a flash. Dubridge finds himself on a double.
$60. Mark, you require 40. Game shot on the fourth leg.
Brilliant.
Mark Dubridge.
Closing out of a leg, and that's what he's done so well this week, Mark Dubridge. A successive win. Number 6.
Game shot.
And Mark
and the
Dubridge has
match.
now won
Mark
6 of the
Dubridge.
best. A 4-1 win. Another convincing display. Ricky Palmer could not live with the brilliance of Mark Dubridge there. It was fantastic flash once again. A 4-1 success, an average of 86.1. 4 out of 9 on the doubles again. Really adept in that department. A couple of maxis for Dubridge as well. It looks like he's going through. He's won all of his matches. Can anybody stop him? We will find out as the day unfolds. But coming next, a meeting between JT Davis and Charlie Large.
$180.
We could be moving into confirmation territory in the next couple of games. Certainly for Mark Dubridge at the top of the table.
140.
Hang on a minute. Where's this come from? What's happening here?
What
on earth is going on?
180.
Could hardly hear anything in the first 2 legs of this match, and suddenly JT Davis, he's on a 9 darter, and now Large is in on the 8.
JT requires
He was literally averaging
141.
64 going into this leg. Well, he said about some different
83.
choices or maverick decisions. The main thing he can do right now is try and get the leg one, though, because he still is in a position where he could just keep Kevin Painter
60.
thinking.
JT requires 58. $38.
Both a
Charlie
long way
require
off there. 9 missed
121.
starts now for JT Davies at the doubles.
Yeah, 6 perfect darts at the start of this leg. May lose the leg. The ball.
96.
Whistled
JT
past the
required
wire
20.
for Charlie Large. Davis has the chance to put things right on double 10
Game
and
shot on the
does
third leg.
to halve the deficit.
JT Davis.
Reminder, JT Davies still in a position where he could close in on those top 2 places. He is to pick up some results.
29. Charlie required 5.
But now he's hoping.
Game shot.
And
the
Large
match.
gets a
Charlie
big win.
Large.
4-1 over JT Davis in that one. And it's 3-4-1 results so far here at the Super Series on Thursday. JT Davis missing 19 darts at double in that game. He hit 2 180s in the match. He was on the 9-darter, but he only managed to win one leg. Large taking full advantage of that disastrous doubling from the American. And coming next, Palmer plays Painter,
Kevin, you require
knowing
100.
that it would take a complete capitulation not to qualify for Saturday night now.
Tops will be the target for Kevin here.
Game shot
Oh,
on the second
beautiful.
leg.
Great
Kevin
finish from the
Painter.
artist.
Kevin, you require
That
68.
gives Kevin something to think about.
Game
Nicely
shot,
done
and
by
the match,
Painter, who
Kevin
pins top to
Painter.
make it another victory and another step towards the Saturday session. It's a 4-2 defeat of Ricky Palmer today. Palmer got closer to him yesterday. Did manage to find a 180 in that one and pick up a couple of legs, but Painter, well, particularly with his finishing, was excellent in that game. 4 out of 6, defying a higher average from his opponent, but he makes it 6 wins out of 7. And ahead of his game with Mark Dubridge next. That might determine who ends up top of the table. Dubridge, though, has a game to play before that against JT Davis. But after the break, it's Steve Plumstead against Charlie Large.
8. No score.
Wouldn't
Charlie
believe it, would you?
required
Stephen Plumstead, who's been
122.
so good on the doubles. Missing 3 match darts to keep his hopes faintly alive. He will get
56.
another opportunity.
Stephen, you require 8. Game shot,
And he
the
takes
match,
that opportunity.
Stephen Plumstead.
And Stephen Plumstead picks up a victory over Charlie Large. That rules another player officially out of the race. Mark Dubridge and Kevin Painter looking almost certain to qualify, but Plumstead just keeps his faint hopes alive. An average of 88.41, a 4-2 win, restricting Charlie Large to just 3 darts at double. But if Mark Dubridge does win the game after the break against JT Davis, then Flash will be confirmed as a finalist. Which is way back into it, but this is a dominant leg for Dubridge. 60 found, 20 needed, now 40 needed.
Game shot on the fifth
Masterful
leg.
from Mark Dubridge.
Rick finishes. That was a big 4 with the last dart. Don't think it was his intention.
Big 4 with that dart as well. Double 18.
14. Mark, you required 20.
Should have had a couple of opportunities himself. But
Game shot.
it
and
is
the match,
delight
Mark
for Dubridge. Flash through to finals night at the Super Series. A 4-2 success, and he remains unbeaten in Group C. Fantastic from Flash, who is now 7 from 7 and remains on course to become just the second player to go through a Group C campaign without losing a single match. Confirmation, Mark Dubridge is through to Saturday. He will be at finals night along with Christian de Boer. Kevin Painter can join him. He's 1 win away, but he plays Mark Dubridge in a couple of games' time. Before that, Charlie Large meets Ricky Palmer.
Charlie require 123.
Charlie Large may need to take this out to make that happen. Done the first bit. And the second double 9. Oh,
Game shot on the
beautiful,
fifth
beautiful
leg.
check out.
Charlie
As easy
Large.
as 1, 2, 3 for Charlie Large.
Sixth leg, it's Ricky to throw first. Game on. $180.
What a game this is turning into.
180. Charlie, you require 89.
Double 19 will be the target. Now 20 for the bull. Or that is even better. Double 5.
Game shot.
Charlie Large
and
gets the
match,
win, and it
Charlie
disappears
Large.
away from Ricky Palmer once again. He's still without a win in his last 7 matches. Ricky Palmer won his first game of the group, but has lost the 7 that follow. Charlie Large takes the points in that one. He moves on to 6 points, but it is a top of the table tussle next that all eyes will be on. If Kevin Painter can beat Mark Dubridge, he will be through alongside Flash. Stay with us.
World Championship runner-up Tony O'Shea.
Game shot on the first leg.
Kevin Painter kicks off the action here with a fine three-figure finish. 105 out for the artist.
Kevin, you require 107.
He took out the 105 in the opening leg.
Game
And he
shot on the
adds the
third
107
leg.
to it.
Kevin
This is an
Painter.
absolute...
Well,
Kevin, you require 76.
thought we might be seeing the story play out in reverse there, but rare to see Dubridge miss 3 at a double. And now Kevin Painter is going to get a dart to win this match 4-0. It would be an artist whitewash to defeat Dubridge. And Painter puts himself in finals night. An absolute masterpiece of a performance from the artist. Kevin Painter brushes Mark Dubridge, who is defeated for the first time in this group. But both of those players will be in action at finals night on Saturday here at the Super Series. Look at that average, 100.2 from Kevin Painter, rolling back the years with that performance. 4 out of 6 on the doubles as well, a 105 finish and a 107. And now all that remains to be seen is which one of this duo goes on to top the table. Painter in pole position. He'll be back in a couple of games' time. Before that, though, JT Davis takes on Stephen Plumstead.
Stephen, you require 20.
But he does come back. D10.
Game, shot, and
there
the match.
it is.
Stephen
the battleship
Plumstead.
sunk, and Plumstead, the fantastic Mr. Fox victory. 4-0 over JT Davis. That's something to hold on to. There you see an 80 average, 4 out of 12 on the doubles. Davis was a little bit below par in that one. Maybe losing a little bit of intensity now that he knows the game is up for him. But both players will have a couple more games to play. We've got 6 more coming for you. And the title race between Dubridge and Painter is on. Painter in action in a large match next. Leave himself a finish with the careful counting. But Charlie Large may take out a ton topper. Double 16.
Game shot on the sixth leg. Charlie Large.
Is Charlie Large going to spring a surprise and hand this group to Mark Dubridge?
He can't
Charlie, you require
return.
40.
I'm going to say a little surprise here. Is Charlie Large going to spring one? He does.
Shot,
he defeats Painter, shaking the head from the artist. He's already through. He can afford a smile. But that will hurt on the inside. He wanted to go on and win the group, and now that's out of his hands, because if Mark Dubridge wins his last 2 fixtures, he will be crowned the champion of Group C. Kevin Painter, after missing 50 darts at double, goes down 4-3 to Charlie Large. Coming up after the break, Ricky Palmer takes on JT Davis.
Ricky
Charlie Large, we're
125.
trying to find names for them on our social media.
No, not much coming in. No imagination from our social media followers so far today.
Game shot on the
very
first
imaginative
leg.
from Ricky Palmer. Game, shot, and the match.
Ricky Palmer gets over the line in the end. That's his second victory of his campaign. He won his first game, then went on an almighty losing run, which has come to an end with an average of nearly 90. A very good, solid performance there for Ricky Palmer, who relegates JT Davis now to the bottom end of the table. But our attention swiftly moves to the top of the table. Can Mark Dubridge get himself back on top place? He's coming up next against Stephen Plumstead.
Stephen, you require 132.
Got through and then gone through the motions. He looks determined to make sure he's top. Is he going to fit another one in there? He does. What a shot that is.
Stephen
Perfection
Plumstead.
from Plumstead. An absolutely brilliant checkout and something to smile about as well.
The negativity starts. It sort of changes the whole demeanour.
Is it touching?
140.
It was. Anything that Mark Dubridge touches turns to gold at the moment. Charlie Corsafine made to work. Stephen Plumstead finds another reason to smile. Double 8 would return Mark Dubridge to the top of the table. That's where he's going.
Shot, and the match.
He's going to
Mark
finals
Dubridge.
night as well. Plumstead ready to get off the stage. Dubridge has just been too good for him. An average of 93.33 in that latest victory for Flash. 50% on the doubles as well. Stephen Plumstead was really good on the outer ring himself and the inner ring. Bull, double 16 for that spectacular 1-3-2 shot. Something for him to hold on to. He's got one more game to play, as has Mark Dubridge, and he now has one hand on first place in Group C. The only man that can stop him is Kevin Painter, and he plays JT Davis next.
Opportunity here to Kevin Painter to compound the misery.
Brilliant dart.
Game shot on the
Excellent
fourth
arrows
leg.
from Kevin Painter to end his Group C campaign. It's been a glorious campaign, but it ends in the madhouse.
Game
And that's
shot,
what Painter pins. A 4-2 success for Kevin Painter that returns him to the top of the table temporarily. The artist is on 16 points. Just 2 defeats in the group for him. And missed loads of doubles in that match. Not the way you would have wanted to end the campaign, but it's a campaign that does end with Kevin Painter going through to finals night. Whether he wins the group or not, well, that depends on whether or not Mark Dubridge beats Charlie Large. That's coming next.
He's got a chance for a 4-0 victory here.
Well, this would be a wonder dart.
And
it is a wonder dart. What a way to win the match and to complete a whitewash against Mark Dubridge. It has real significance in this group, not for Charlie Large, but for the top 2, because that means that Kevin Painter wins the group. Dubridge goes down for just a second time and loses out on top spot on leg difference. He's going through alongside Kevin Painter, but credit to Charlie Large, who's beat both of them in his last 2 matches of the day. The last match of the group coming next. Stephen Plumstead takes on Ricky Palmer.
Game shot on the
Nicely done
leg.
from Plumstead, and we do go the distance.